Whispering Woods. A group of friends, Evan, Sasha, Jamie, Mike, and Lisa, decided to embark on a weekend camping trip in the secluded Whispering Pines forest, despite the ominous warnings from locals. But the thrill of adventure was too enticing, and they brushed off the warnings as mere superstition. As the sun dipped below the horizon, they gathered around the campfire, sharing stories and laughter. The woods around them grew darker, an unsettling chill filled the air, but they ignored it, laughing off the feeling of being watched. Later that night, as they settled into their tents, soft whispers began to weave through the trees. At first it sounded like the wind, but soon it took on a familiar tone, softly calling their names. Startled, Evan poked his head out of the tent. "Did you hear that?" he asked, glancing at the others. They nodded, their laughter fading into unease. Mike suggested they investigate, their curiosity piqued by the eerie echoes. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They felt an irresistible pull, leading them further from their campsite. "This is a bad idea," Lisa whispered, panic rising in her voice. Just as they were about to turn back, Jamie suddenly screamed and vanished, swallowed by the darkness. The remaining four froze in shock. They called out for Jamie, but their voices were drowned out by the whispers that now swirled around them. The fear in their hearts intensified, and they scrambled to find their way back to the campsite. But the forest seemed to shift, trees closing in, obscuring their path. One by one, the whispers claimed them. Mike stumbled backward, his eyes wide with terror as he was yanked into the shadows. Sasha followed, her scream echoing in the night, only to be silenced as she disappeared, leaving just Evan and Lisa. Breathless and frantic, Evan and Lisa darted through the trees, desperately trying to escape the grasp of the malevolent woods. But the whispers now turned to shrill, mocking laughter. With a final push, Lisa turned to Evan, her face pale with dread. But as she turned, she too vanished, leaving Evan alone. The forest was now silent, save for the echo of their names swirling through the air. Evan stumbled back to the campsite, his heart racing. But as he reached the clearing, he saw the shadows lengthen and shift. There, in the darkness, stood the figures of his friends, faces twisted in agony, mouths moving silently as they whispered his name. In that terrifying moment, he realized that he was now part of the haunting, his own voice joining the chorus of whispers that would forever echo through the woods, calling out to the next unsuspecting campers who dared to ignore the warnings.